Well, no one associates this with a quarter-final in the World Cup of Legends, but snow coming down here at Villa Park. Maybe for Denmark and Russia it won't bother them too much. Let's check on the teams. Well, for Denmark today there's no sign of Dot Cotton on the wing. Maybe there's an injury issue there, but they named the same starting lineup that saw off Switzerland so handsomely. For Russia, Golovin keeps his place in midfield ahead of Miranchuk, otherwise they are unchanged. Weather conditions aside, it's Jed Gleeson versus Dave Jackson-Mayo for the final semi-final place. This has been wonderful, this tournament, hasn't it, Blackadder?
So is syphilis, now get out.
Right, okay, well, I'm not going to get out. We've got a key match coming up, and we're all looking forward to it. And maybe a bit more banter from us, eh? You like that banter, don't you?
I thank God I wore my corset because I think my sides have split.
Okay, ever the understated Edmund Blackadder there will be by my side. Let's get down to pitch side and see what on earth is going to happen in this final World Cup of Legends quarter-final. Well, Jed Gleeson talked about using Dot Cotton with a Zimmer frame. There's no sign of that right now. Maybe she's lurking behind the scenes, exerting some kind of influence. Played a long sweeping ball there out to Ankersen. And there's Delaney, scored a great goal against the Swiss. Here's Vass, right start here from Denmark. To Delaney, we know he can hit them and he tries one. Could have deflected and gone anywhere, but Guillaume safely got behind that one. Ionov goes long looking for Zuber. I'm not sure he meant that header quite to go there. And Denmark can build again with Christian Eriksen. He was pushed further forward last time. He looks to be in a deeper role again today. And Denmark enjoying the early possession is Larsen. Delaney is inside. Goes back out to Poulsen. Can he get the cross in? Jorgensen in the box. Here is Poulsen. Still going. He may try and shoot from there. Still going. Comes back to Christian Eriksen. He shoots. It's deflected, which actually takes a lot of the power off the ball. And unlikely in a World Cup quarter-final to see snow, Edmund Blackadder.
Well, you're right there.
Yes, thank you. And Ankersen comes back to Delaney. Looks for Ankersen again on the right. The Russians forced to head it over their own line. And Denmark doing all the pressing in the early stages of this first half. It's Eriksen with the corner. Oh, that was coming at the near post. We know they can be dangerous from headers. Poulsen with that lovely header against the Swiss. Here's Larsen to Delaney. Delaney shoots from range. That's not going to trouble Guillaume from there. And he goes with a clearance out to Zobnin. Now what can Russia do? Yet to really get going in this game. Here's Golovin. Kudryashov. Another long ball. I don't think Zuber's getting to that. It's Kjær. Vass finds Ankersen, gets it back. Russia happy to relinquish possession and soak up the pressure and then try and build. Here's Ionov. Again long for Zuber. And the interception there from Golovin, who started quite brightly for Russia. Well, they obviously think this is a tactic that might work. Don't know what Zuber was trying there. An overhead kick from 30 yards from a looping ball in. Could have had someone's eye out with that. Referee lets play carry on. No, of course it's not dangerous. Just kick him in the face. There's Larsen now for Denmark. Allowed to run. Outside him is Poulsen. Here is Poulsen again on the left. Nice close control. Not getting the cross in quickly though. And Fernandez. Well, it looked like Fernandez had got a decent foot in. The referee's given the free kick. Bit picky there. Well, maybe there was something in it. Fernandez, the scorer of the goal that saw off France to bring Russia to this stage. But Denmark with the early pressure. Decent ball in. They've dealt with that reasonably in defence, Russia. They both line up fairly similarly in terms of formation, but Denmark having all the ball at the start of this game. Here's Delaney. Jorgensen, can he turn? He's just kept the possession. Now it comes out to Ankersen. Back to Delaney. Will he try and hit one? He does. It sort of deflects up and Russia ought to clear that. It's back with Kudryashov. Well, Dave Jackson-Mayer will be a little disappointed that they've barely had any possession in this first half an hour, Russia. Maybe there's a master plan to tire out the Danes and then come on strong in the second half. I think that's going to be another corner. It's Eriksson to take it. Whipped in. Guillaume comes and punches, but that's back out to Christian Eriksen. Now Delaney. Has he got space to turn? Tried to find Poulsen. Didn't come off. But they just hoof it clear again. It's going to come back. There's a decent foot in. Could have been given as a foul. Some have in this tournament. But now Russia bring it away, and Zobnin with that ball over the top. They've obviously been told to do that time and time again, and it hasn't worked at all at the moment. Well, the last quarter-final we saw a little while ago was so exciting. You can't really say the same about this one at the moment, but anything could spark it to life. Here's Poulsen on the left. Gets away from Fernandez. Still going, Poulsen. And eventually they tackle him. Now Zuba has no support and Eriksson comes back. Well, Jed Gleeson will be happy with the amount of play Denmark have had. A little disappointed they haven't been able to find a decent final ball. Now it's Delaney. Yeah, the referee was always going to give a free kick there. He doesn't take it quickly. Maybe Eriksson can float this into the box. Just held him back there, Zobnin. And Eriksson does float that in. This time Poulsen tried something spectacular that could have been dangerous. And again a free kick, Denmark. They don't take it quickly. Is that within range? It does look a long way out. This time Golovin the guilty man. I think the way they're lined up, they're not going to shoot from this. They tried something. Oh, they keep getting free kicks gradually nearer the goal, although this is further out on the left-hand side. Very bitty game at the moment. Again, he looks like he's just going to float it in, which he does. I feel like they've not made the most of that. And Gazinski clears. There's finally a ball to Zuba's feet. He is good in the air. Well, hang on, they have support out on the right. Here's Ionov. They've done nothing this half. Now Ionov can cross from there. He gets the cross to the back post. Zuba tries to nod down, looking for Golovin. Well, that would have been a tremendous irony if Russia had managed to sneak a goal right at the end. But I think when we see these possession stats, it's going to be very much in Denmark's favour. 0-0 at half-time. Look at that, 74% possession. Russia only 26%, the one shot. Denmark have only managed 3 shots. And, well, it's not been an easy watch, this Blackadder. Maybe there should be some kind of reward for people who sit through all of this game.
They're given a little present and allowed to go free.
Good idea. Join us for Act 2 shortly. Well, Dave Jackson-Mayo ruthlessly making a change at half-time. Miranchuk is on for Golovin. They didn't really do anything in that first half. They barely touched the ball. Surely the second half's got to be better. Here's Zobnin. Now Kaczynski. Inaccurate ball though, and Denmark bring it away. Jorgensen. Looking for Eriksson, a bit further forwards. Oh, and that's a fair challenge, Kaczynski. Finds Zuba. Zuba still going. Ionov on the right. They have men forward now, Russia. Here's Fernandez. He looks for the cross. Headed clear. Poulsen back there. And now Schörner. Ankersen runs on for Denmark. Lovely run. Oh, that's a bad challenge. He played the advantage. Eventually there was none. Referee wants Zoblin to come over. He's a lucky lad not to get a yellow card for that. Just has a stern talking to. We've seen some people get yellow cards for slightly knocking into someone. Going by the way the discipline has been in that tournament, he should have been sent home in disgrace after that challenge. Eriksson looking for a ball in at the edge of the area. It's dealt with, but only to Larsson. Is something going to light up this game? It's a shot from Delaney. It's not coming there. Denmark with a lot of possession. No real penetration in that first half. Russia without any possession in the first half and barely a sniff of a chance. Here's Eriksson to Poulsen. Good challenge from Zoblin. Ionov gets it back to Nababkin. Don't think I've enjoyed the glory of that Russian defender's name in this tournament. Nababkin, ridiculous. Comes to Zuber. Oh, and he just tried one there that only went a fraction wide. Absolutely out of nothing. Ball was floated into him. He looked to have a very tight angle and he got it through the defender's legs. Just inches wide of that far post. Enterprising from Zuber there. Well, it's Christensen at the back. It does seem like the players really gone off the boil in this game. It's like both sides just waiting for something to happen without realising they're the ones that need to make it happen. Jackson Mayo urging his team forward. Jed Gleeson looks like he's on the phone trying to contact Doc Cotton's agent. Here's Zoblin for Russia to Moranchuk, the substitute. Gives it back to Zoblin. Well, I guess something's going to happen in this game, Blackadder.
All we have to do is wait.
Okay, we'll keep the faith. Cheryshev back to Kudryashov. At least they're getting on the ball more in this half. Moranchuk. Yeah, it did seem a tough challenge from Delaney. And now Russia are going to have a free kick. Well, it's been attritional this game. Could it be lit up by a goal? Ionov behind this one. Straight into the wall. Kind of sums up the game, really. The last one was glorious. This one, laborious. Literally just thought of that moments before I said it. Quite pleased with myself. Kaczynski goes back to Fernandez for Russia. Zuber with the nod down. Ionov out to Moranchuk. Ionov goes on. Potential here. Moranchuk crosses. Zuber in the middle. Zuber with a header. Tipped over the bar by Schmeichel. You could just see the danger building. And that was a lovely header. May well have looped in. Schmeichel. Well, there's actually a goal kick been given. He maybe didn't touch it. Fair enough. Denmark spraying a long ball forward. Russia showing a lot more intent now as the game goes on. Maybe it was this plan, like I said, to let the Danes tire and then come at them. Cheryshev with a ball through. Poor, really. He holds his hand up, apologising to his teammates. Shake of the head from Jackson Mayo at that effort. I think both these sides regarded it as brilliant to just get to the quarterfinals, not really realising one of them is going to the semi-finals of this tournament. Have they overachieved by getting this far? There's Cheryshev to Zoblin. Zoblin forward to Zuber in a bit of space here. Zuber with the shot at the near post! Russia have the lead out of nowhere. Well, he had a similar run and chance from the other side, flicking the ball through the defender's legs, and it went inches wide of the far post. This time he blasts one in at the near post. Denmark shell-shocked by that. Jed Gleeson throws down his hat in disgust. The fans won't be buying those hats at the moment. Well, it did just come out of nothing. Through ball, Zuber found himself in space. Just blasted it home past Schmeichel. Good pace on that ball. Maybe the weather conditions helped it skid on a little. And a great finish with his left foot. Blackadder. Russia have the lead.
Total codswallop.
It isn't. They really do. Well, what did Denmark do to get back into this now? They've got to go forward, surely. Just 15 digital minutes away from exiting the tournament. Here's Delaney. Challenge comes in from Miranchuk again, looking for Zuber. Now it's Kudrashov. And really, it's all turned around as this game's gone on. The Danes have tired. Maybe a masterstroke from Dave Jackson-Mayo. Russia was so poor in that first half. And they're 10 minutes away from a semi-final of the eWorld Cup of Legends. But Denmark may still be able to do something about it. But here's Ironov. And they're not sitting back at 1-0. They're going for this. Fernandez. Ironov runs on. Fernandez with the cross, but that's straight at Schmeichel. Is there a chance for the Danes to counter? Plays the clearance to Poulsen. Nice chest control. Poulsen still going. Trying to outrun Fernandez. Kaczynski gets it back. Now it's Zobnin. And Russia are just 5 minutes away here from a famous win. Here's Kaczynski. Into the chest of the Dane, but Russia keep it going. Zuber again. Zuber tried one from very long range. It flicks up and into the arms of Schmeichel. They've got to go for this now, Denmark. Looking for a man to find who's free, and here's Ankersen. Now Vass. Poulsen's there, nods it down to Larsen. You feel it's now or never for Denmark. Larsen to Poulsen on the left. Can he get a cross in? Twisting, turning. Oh, and he's just lost it quite tamely. Well, time is almost up here. Couple of last minute substitutions, but surely too little too late from Denmark. Has to be from this attack. The throw comes in. There's the cross. And the referee allows play to keep going. Great foot in from Kaczynski, and that is that. Russia have made it to the semi-finals. The Danes still look a bit shell-shocked. That goal really took it out of them. I think they thought if they weren't going to score in this game, Russia certainly weren't going to score, and they'd be looking at extra time. That hasn't happened. They did fade a little bit. Tactical genius from David Jackson-Mayo there. Let's look at the highlights. That will probably last all of 4 seconds. And there was Zuber's effort. Just crept past the post. What do you think of Zuber, Blackadder?
He's a soft little marshmallowy, piglety type of creature.
It's not how I'd have described him. Then this was the moment. The through ball, one touch, blasts it home. That goal puts Russia into the next stage of the eWorld Cup of Legends. He's got a powerful strike, Zuber. He's got the winning goal. Commiserations to Denmark. They've had their moments in this tournament. Sadly, not enough of them. Russia have really ground out a result there today. Look at that. Even though they came on much better in the second half and had a lot of shots, just 37% possession for that game. 89 passes to Denmark's 133. Denmark couldn't find a way through.
Well, Jed Gleeson, thanks for coming out and talking to us at a difficult time. Obviously, it's always tough to exit a tournament. Denmark have been great, but you must feel a bit sad today.
Well, as I said previously, wanted to bring home the bacon, but what can I say? Cheating. I feel cheated, really. I mean, I was gutted with the injury to Doc Cotton, but, so couldn't play. But it's sort of ace in the sleeve, really. But, I've taken the nation to my heart. Yeah. I know 2 famous Danish people now, and it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to go out like that. That really was a bad way to go out.
Looking back on the tournament as a whole, you can leave with your head held high. Scored some great goals. We remember that scissor kick goal in the group, and you kind of lit up the tournament, really.
Absolutely. So, who knows? Going out with top scorer, hopefully, maybe, or best goal of the tournament. Who knows? Whichever it may be. But, yeah, relatively pleased. Good to get out of the group of mediocrity.
Yeah.
But, yeah, to get this far, it's a bit gutting to get this far and not just see it through, really.
And was that your mascot you've got with you there? Obviously didn't help you today, but I mean...
Yeah, no, he was my mascot, but I'm thinking of getting a glove puppet. Thanks.
One final word. Will you be visiting Denmark now after your affiliation with them in this tournament?
Well, apparently Copenhagen's wonderful, so you might as well give it a look, really.
Brilliant. Well, here we are again, Dave Jackson-Mayo. You're through the quarter-final. You're into the eWorld Cup of Legends semi-final, just one step away. It must feel amazing.
I mean, I remember talking to you at the end of the last round, and we were absolutely over the moon then. In fact, I've kept the same lucky shirt on, and it's I don't think it's down to the shirt. I think it's down to the graft of the players. But yeah, incredible. I kind of lost for words. Going into this, I wanted us first of all to try and get out the group. Obviously, wanted to try and win the group. Obviously, by losing to Morocco in the last game, that wasn't to be. But yeah, once we got out of the group, it's a fairy tale, and how far can you go? And at the moment, it's just it's beyond our wildest dreams, and long may it continue.
Yeah, fantastic. So, what have you put in place for the rest of this tournament? I mean, will you be looking at the players' stamina as they tire as the tournament goes on?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's about, the players resting now and getting their recovery in. They need a bit of downtime as well. But they're such a good bunch, to be honest. They want to work hard, and they're going to want to be back in training, and they're going to want to run, and they're going to want to, get the ball out and play. And sometimes it's trying to just keep a lid on that and keep the excitement down. So we can go as far as we possibly can.
With another game to come, how do you kind of stop the players from wanting to go out and party and stuff like that? I mean, do you have to rule them with an iron fist?
Well, it's kind of a case of make a decision whether we want to enjoy it too much right now, or think what could happen. Like if we were to go to that next stage further, who knows, all the way. Then we can party. They can party as much as they want.
Let's imagine in a few days' time you're celebrating a tournament win. What will the scenes be like back in Moscow? I mean, are you looking at an open-top bus parade or a bit cold?
I don't think we'll care about the cold. I think we'll be. I would say we'll be painting the town red, but the square already is. So. We'll just be enjoying the moment, and I think it'd be nice for the players to be reunited with their families and enjoy it as a huge group. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Dave, congratulations, and long may it continue.
Thanks very much, Ben. Take care.
Well, it's been another pulsating day at this tournament. I understand, Edmund Blackadder, you are leaving us now. Thanks so much for your input. I guess you've really enjoyed being a part of this wonderful production team and crew.
Total codswallop.
There you go. You heard it straight from the Blackadder's mouth. Well, dare I say it, join us tomorrow for the semi-finals of this tournament. Absolutely fantastic. Bye for now.